Hello viewers, welcome back once again, and as usual I'm Dylan Soa, a student of Bauchi Initiative International. Well, today we'll be having a discussion on the SketchUp 2 or the SketchUp program. First, I know some of you may not know what the SketchUp 2 is, but the SketchUp is a 3D modeling program that allows users to create and manipulate 3D objects. It's commonly used for architecture or interior designs, but can also be used for video game design and landscape architecture. Well, with this tutorial, it will be simple or easy for you to know the basic use of the SketchUp tool. So without further ado, let's go on. Firstly, you open your SketchUp program, which is mine is already here, so we click on it and give it a time to load up. So as you can see on the screen displayed or the background displayed, it pops up and then asks you to choose your template. So we go to choose template, and then we choose a template in which we want to use. So we have feet and inches, and then a whole lot of other templates. So let's go with simple template, which is meters, and then we go on start using the SketchUp tool. So once you have selected the template, you'll be taken to a blank project in SketchUp as shown in the figure displayed. Well, you could select the tools or any tool you want to use by creating your first 3D object, but you need to understand the layout first. There are lots of tools you could add. I only added this one because we'll be talking about the tools located here, but there are other tools in which you can add if you want to. You have the camera, construction, modeling, edit, and a whole lot of tools, and you could choose to use any if you want to. So now the toolbar can be located at the top left of your windows or at the top side of your window, and then this is where you'll be selecting the different types of tools to help you build your object or to help you create the object you want. To select a tool, you can simply click on the tool you want to use. So here are the tools that I'll be needing or I'll be wanting to use. Now, let's talk about navigating in the 3D. To use the SketchUp tool, you would need a mouse. I know most of you may think using the touchpad would be nice, but no, it will be difficult for you to use the touchpad on your laptop screen because you would be needing the regular mouse to move around, which is like, let's say you want to rotate an object. So let's say let's go with a rectangle. I have this and I want to rotate to have a view of this side. Now let's say I want to rotate to have a view of what's at this side. With a laptop touchpad, it will be difficult to navigate around. So you would need a mouse, an external mouse per se, and you should have a three-way mouse, which is your mouse needs to have a left, a right, and then a scroll wheel. The scroll wheel is to zoom in and zoom out, whilst also helping you to rotate around the object or around the framework given to you. Now let's talk about the tools. With the tools, we have the select tool. A select tool is a commonly used tool. It is used to select either faces, line, or objects. To select a face, you need to click on the line once, and then to select on an object, double click on the object. So let's try it and see. So to select on a face, now let's click on the select. You click once and then select just the face, but to select the whole object, you double click, and as you can see the difference, when I clicked once, it only selected the face, but when I double clicked, it selected the whole object. That's the use of the select tool. Now the next is the eraser tool. This tool is used to erase lines. To erase a singular line, click on it once. To erase multiple lines, click and drag. So let's say we need to erase this line. Oh, okay. You need to you need to deselect the line first. So now let's go to the eraser, and then like I said, to erase a singular line, you need to click on it once, and then it erases a singular line. But to erase multiple lines, you click and then you drag. Now you can see when I clicked and drag, it highlighted the lines on top. So you left click and then you highlight. So if you have to remove your hands from it, it deselects or it deletes the object. I mistakenly deleted it. So let's add it and then let's try it out again. So you left click and then you select, you drag and drop, you drag, so you don't drop, you drag, then delete it. Now the next tool is the line tool, which is the pen. It looks like a pencil. Or with the line tool, it's used to create straight lines and then connecting multiple lines to make faces. So let's say you draw this line, and then to draw multiple faces, you just continue connecting it. Now, you notice that when I was using the pencil, I deleted the box, but then with the line tool, I was able to make the box back or the rectangle back. Now so the next tool we'll be using is the freehand tool, which is this. So the freehand tool is a tool which allows you to draw using your free hand, and then also connecting these lines will give you a face. So let's say I'm to draw this. Now we only have this, but if I'm to connect this, it gives me a face. So without connecting it, you wouldn't have a face. So that's the use of the freehand tool. And you could use it, let's say maybe there's a part you want to do, but then drawing a line would rather make the thing difficult. You could use your freehand tool for that one. And then the next tool we're talking about is the arc tool. And I know some people wonder why I like this one. We'll be covering it one after the other. So the arc tool creates arc or circle, and then to create an arc, you click once, and then when I click, now the arc is not moving anymore. It has selected the center point. So by clicking somewhere else on the other point, it design or it shows the program that here is where you want to start your arc from. So if I draw this, I have my arc, but if I'm to select here and then move the next one and click here, it tells the program I want to draw my arc over here. So you can see that we have this. And no matter how you draw it, you will notice that when I was moving, it was rather creating a polygon. And then when it's halfway, you get your arc. But once you keep on moving, it creates a polygon. So that's the use of the arc tool. It's used to create arcs. To make a circle, and then also to make a circle, you need to click on the workspace and then rotate the arc with you around. So the next one is the point arc tool. Now, what's the point arc tool used for? The point arc tool is used to create arc using 2 points. So as you can see, with the first tool, you just needed to click on the center and then click on where you want your arc to begin. But then with the point arc tool, you just need to click on 2 points to be able to create your arc. So So it could be as big or as little as you want it. That one depends on what you're looking for. And then we also have the 3 points arc. Now, what the 3 points arc is for? The 3 points arc is similar to the 2 points, except that it will pivot the arc around the second point. So we click on this, and then you see, instead of rather beginning the arc, it begins the arc from the second point or the second click you made. So the arc starts from here. Instead of, you see where the 2 points are, if I was to click here and here, it would begin drawing from here. But with the 3 pointer, and I'm to click here and here, it begins from the second point. So you could have your arc as huge or as little as you want. And then notice it also starts to create a polygon once I start moving. And then we have our pi tool. The pi tool is a tool almost identical to the first arc tool, except that this pi tool rather creates faces instead of lines. Sorry. So let's here. You could either do a polygon or an arc or a semi-arc, anyone you prefer. And you notice it rather created a face. So no matter, let's go with this. Come to draw it completely, it creates a face, and you could draw inside it too if you want. So let's say you want to draw a circle, but then you can't find your circle, so you could use the pi tool to draw a complete circle. Now, let's go to the circle tool. The circle, as you are used to, is used to draw circular planes or circular objects, and you could also pull or push if you want to any height, whether downwards, upwards. You can move it to anything. So that's the use of the circle tool. Then we have our rectangle. The rectangle tool is used to create rectangular and then square planes. So you could have your square and you could have a rectangle. It depends on you, the person, and what you're actually using it for. And then we have a rotated rectangle. The rotated rectangle is used to create rectangle and square on an angle. So here you can see that it doesn't draw this. It starts from where I ended it. So you can either draw it downwards or upwards, anywhere you want. So let's try it around. Your square, sorry. Okay, let's try it here. Yeah. So that's the use of the rotated rectangle. Now let's go to the move tool. The move tool the move tool, like I said, is used to move objects on the line or planes. You could move it anywhere you want it, whether vertically, horizontally, slanted or anything. So one mistake most people make is when they highlight or when they select the move tool and they click on an object, they hold on to the mouse to move it. No, that's a mistake. Once you left click on the object, it has been highlighted already. You could move your hands from the click and then move it anywhere you want to move it, and necessarily anywhere, whether on an object, in an object, around the object, anywhere you would want to move it. That's the use of the move tool. And then we also have the push and pull. The push and pull. But the push and pull is used to expand objects. So let's say we have this. Now with the push and pull, you either push it or pull it downwards. So that's the use of the push and pull to expand objects. Then you can pull it, how we want it. Move it this way. We also want to move it this way. So that's the use of the push and pull. So that's the use of the push and pull too. And we have our rotate tool. The rotate tool is used to rotate selected objects on a line or plane using a protractor. So when we select, we rotate it. We rotate the object. So we have this. By using the rotate tool, we have this. Yeah, we have this. Then we have the follow me. Select it's used to select a part on the face, and then it deletes. It's also like the delete, but then we have the scale tool. With the scale tool, it creates ellipse shapes, and then that holds text. So what's it there? It creates shapes that holds text. So you could either expand it or re-expand it. Or yeah. Then we have the offset. With the offset tool, you need to select an object first. So either you could select it to make it bigger or smaller. So and you could notice that down here, once I move the object, the distance increases or decreases when I move it. So if I'm to move it wayward, it becomes bigger. So it enlarges till you want to stop. So let's say I want to offset it 150. And you notice that my mouse is still highlighted, and you really need to hold on the mouse. You just type your 150 and then enter, and then you will see it's covered the whole surface. So that's the use of the offset tool. Now, the next one we have is the tape measure. And then the tape measure tool is used to measure distance, which means it helps also create guidelines. So let's say you've drawn something and then you want to know the measurement from here to this place. You notice that it was 1.63 meters. So let's measure from here to here. And then notice it's the same as that one. So let's measure on this rotated object to see if the length has the same. We have our 2.18, and then from here to here we have 2.56. Yes, yeah, it's the same. And then so yeah, that's the use of the tape measure tool. And we have our dimension. So the dimension tool is used to select. Okay, so notice it gave us about 2.18. So if you're not sure of maybe, like let's say you used the measuring tool but then you weren't really sure that the measurement was accurate, you could use your dimension to confirm it. So then we have our protractor. It's used to measure angles and create guides. So with the protractor, let's go with protractor, let's go with it. So it's a measure here. So notice our measurement was the angle was 52.5. So that's the use of the protractor tool. Then we have our text. The text is used to draw, or it's used to name an object. So let's say we want to name a room. So we name the room bathroom. Yeah. So that's the use of the text. It's used to name rooms and then objects. And we also have our axis. And you don't really need that axis though, because you already have the application giving axis, which is the blue for the z-axis, the green for the x-axis, and then the red for the y-axis. And then you have 3D text. Well, 3D text is different from the text tool. You notice with the 3D text, when I highlighted it gave me the text here. So you could change the font of the text that you want to use. So let's go with C, Calibra Light. Yeah, you could align it to anywhere you want, whether your left, your right, or your center. Let's go with the left. Regular, let's go with bold. And the height should be 0.25 over 0.2. So we enter our text. So let's name it the same bathroom. And let's enter place. You can see it asks you where you want to place it. And then we have our 3D. Let's try to push and pull it to see if it's going to work. So it doesn't work on the 3D one. Push and pull doesn't work on it. So yeah, that's the difference. With the bathroom, with the text tool, it becomes smaller, but with the 3D, it becomes way bigger. Then we have our orbits, and then the orbit is used to move around the object. So you could watch any angle. It's a 360 device or tool that helps you look around. So you can look on places that isn't available, whether underneath it, on top of it, in front of it, behind it, anywhere you choose to look, you can use the orbit. And then the pan tool, it's used to move, or the pan tool is used to pan the camera around the 3D objects. So you see, the pan is different from the 3D. With the pan, you are rather moving the objects from the camera view or around the camera view. You can move it upwards for the camera not to see it, you can move it downwards or left or right. So that's the use of the pan too. So we have our zoom, to zoom in and zoom out. Then we have our zoom window. So the zoom window is, so once I highlight something, so the zoom window, once I highlight something, it rather moves to that place. We have our zoom extend. The zoom extend, it brings the objects back to the center. Let's say I'm using this, then I'm to zoom somewhere way far. With the zoom extend, once I click on it, it brings the objects right back to the center. Right back to the center. Then we have previous. With the previous zoom, we move back to the last command or the last couple of commands we used. So those are the tools you'll be using in the SketchUp tool. Well, let's talk about the keyboard too. So the keyboard is like an eye. You could work around with it. Look around any angle. We also have our work. So with the work, you work with the camera. Wherever you zoom in or wherever you go, The work tool is, well, the camera follows you to it. So you can go here. You can see the camera following. So wherever you go to, the camera follows. By using the work tool. Then we have our section. So the section is used to divide, or like how the building will look, or how an object will look sideways. So as you can see, when I use the section, it cuts off the top plane of the box, so you could see how the down plane looks like. So yeah, those are the tools we'll be using in our SketchUp tool. Hope to see you next time on how to create basic shapes. Thank you for watching, and also don't forget to like, subscribe and share for any updates. And also, if you do not understand anything, please don't forget to leave it in the comment section. I will be sure to get back to you. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.